Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spend the magic beat. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
And the Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Ohio State! They put the first points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it first and 10 from the 41. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Right back to the air on second and 10. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give to the left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. He caught it! And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. Was really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Working on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Makes the grab. It's Rossi. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quick touch pass to the receiver.
so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets him to the 34.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He'll start this drive firing. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll ride Davis here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a free spot on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. See if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively,
He's taking the shot. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he did the pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play at
Touchdown, Irish! And that one will give them the lead.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to Davis. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. A strike downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Rossi. Inside the 30. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Come on, set.
The give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Okay, ready?
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
Absolutely perfect. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing. Throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pressure coming. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat.
Here we go.
Direct snap. Fights off the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the one. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Here we go.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll make his way out of bounds. Nice pickup, and more importantly, he gets the clock stopped.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The throw to the outside is complete. At the 45 on its way. And he'll get out of bounds. Just a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a two-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Orlando. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. To the air on first down. Release to the back. Got a man. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Snap it to the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the field goal unit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be for the win. It's good! A walk-off field goal, and what a way to start the season! The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.